Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition Part 3. Let's get started. So, to continue where we left off, we are now at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, where the mages and Templars were meeting for their peace offerings, or peace treaties. So, we got a new helmet. We are going to equip that to Cassandra, since she doesn't have one. And we do have this fire-resistant cowl, but we cannot equip it due to the fact that we do not reach the level requirements. So I'm going to go through the inventory a little bit. We have our weapons, armor, accessories, upgrades. Upgrades are used for armor and weapons later on, to add, let's say, like a bow handle or armor to your, or plating to your arms or plating to your legs. We have crafting materials, which are used to make these upgrades. And then we have valuables, which is their form of junk, you could say. So whenever you get the chance, you always sell the junk. He'll get you a good amount of coin.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there?
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
If I haven't said it before,
Now is the hour for our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
so if you
The sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
So if you play Dragon Age 2, you will know why Varric is so averse to red lyrium. Lyrium is basically like magic enhancements, and Templars use it to help them fight mages. So listening to these back conversations always gives more lore, more backbone to the story if you're interested in it.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there. Who attacked? And the divine, is she? Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons. Stand ready.
So here's, I guess you could say, our first boss battle.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Like I said before, when you disrupt the rift, it weakens and removes any buffs that the enemy might have.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
So by disrupting the rift, I'm able to attack the Pride Demon. So, if you remember, if you've ever played the other games, this is the first time ever seeing a Pride Demon. Normally you've only seen Rage Demons, or Anger, or Sorrow Demons, as they're called. So, there are different status effects that can be affected. We have things like being sundered or terrified. Terrified obviously makes you unable to attack due to your fear. Being chilled and slowed. Chilled removes your attack ability and how fast your mana regenerates, or your stamina in a warrior's case. In a warrior and a rogue's case. And we have something called Sundered, which is more damage can be done to you. And Taunted, I don't think that needs much explaining. So your companions know to use potions when they have to, but you can also disable that if you want them to. Or you take control of them and you do it on your own. Now, having been a mage, I'm very well aware of Solus's abilities and can probably use him the best out of all. So, to explain a little bit, my triangle ability, if I'm being attacked, helps me evade for a little bit, and so I can get away. For instance, like, he immediately stopped attacking me because I went invisible. So, combat can be very boring in the beginning just because you're only stuck with a few abilities and there's not much to do, and it can seem very repetitive. But as the game progresses, the more abilities you have, the more, I guess you say, well-rounded your character can become. You later receive specializations for each class. Each class has 3 specializations. For my mage, I became a warrior, so I was able to do close range combat and create a shield around myself so that I was virtually indestructible while being attacked.
Now, seal the rift. Do it.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Don't worry about it. I only...
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
I never realized how skinny my guy is. So, looting, we got 2 elf root, which is resources for potions, and special shipment. This is from my pre-order bonus, and it's a weapon, the bow of the dragon, which I will equip. Looks really cool. Now, if you noticed over here, we have different colorings for the weapons. We have gray, blue, and if I could change the variant, purple. So that determines the rarity of the equipment that you get.
That's him. That's the herald of Ultra.
So I hear that sound, meaning there's something around me, which I can go around, hopefully, and do a little exploring. So, I do not have to explore right now. I'm just walking around, but everything that you can explore can be explored later on after we finish this one mission right here. So this is gonna be your home base. It's called Haven. So as you see, something glue orange, so I'm just gonna go pick it up since it's kind of on my way. Now lamb's wool, that's something that you can use to create armor and armor pieces later on. So every class has its own special unique ability that it can do. Being a rogue, you could pick locks. Being a warrior, you can bash things down, and being a mage, you can energize. They will all be signified by these little icons right here. So keys representing pick locks, a broken shield represents bashing, and a staff will represent energizing. Everything, by taking control of the different characters, you will be able to do all of these. That's why it is imperative that you have a diverse group that follows you. So you always have a rogue, you always have a warrior, and you always have a mage. Also, just to cover your bases. Now, I don't really get experience for picking these locks, and it's always a gamble whether or not I'll find something. But I think they put this in just as a little introduction. And as you just saw, I got upgrades, or not upgrades, I got weapon schematics for upgrades that you can make later on with the materials that you collect. Now, again, through these readings, if you would like, I can always go back and unlock these and go through these notes. Just let me know in the comments and I will make a separate video. So I think that's about it for down here. Nope, I guess not. So everything you read gives you 50 experience. Well, it may not seem a lot, it does add up. So it doesn't hurt to explore and just read all of them.
Completely mad. He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The elf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
So, as you can see in these little icons right here, we can act confused, we can approve, I guess you could say stunned a little bit, we can remain stoic, if that's how you pronounce it, or we can be angry. We are going to do...
You really think your maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
So this star is signifying a little bit of a faith, or yeah, signifies faith in someone or something.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine, and then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
So now the Inquisition has started, hence the name Dragon Age Inquisition. Ooh, stuff's getting intense now. So I'm gonna stop here for today. Thank you again for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe or comment.